The clock ticked. Each second echoed in the silence of his small, drab apartment. He sat alone, a half-eaten meal growing cold on the table. Loneliness, a familiar ache, settled deep in his gut. It was a Friday night and the city outside pulsed with life. But in here, there were only shadows and the ghosts of memories. He walked to the window. The cityscape stretched before him, a glittering, indifferent expanse. Down below, couples strolled hand in hand, their laughter carried on the breeze. He longed for that connection, that easy camaraderie. He craved someone to share his life with, someone to chase away the shadows. He closed his eyes, picturing a warm smile, a pair of laughing eyes. Someone to make this cold, empty apartment feel like home. He ached for it, with a desperation that clawed at his insides. But dreams were just that, dreams. He turned away from the window, a sigh escaping his lips. Back to the silence, the loneliness, back to the crushing weight of being alone. He knew nothing would change, or so he thought. Fate, it seemed, had other plans. He bumped into her at a diner, a greasy spoon just around the corner from his apartment. Literally bumped into her, sending her books sprawling across the floor. She laughed, a bright melodic sound as he clumsily gathered them. He looked up, meeting her gaze for the first time. Her eyes were the color of the summer sky, bright and full of life. Her smile, when she offered it, made his breath catch in his throat. She had a vibrancy about her, an energy that drew him in like a moth to a flame. Suddenly, the diner seemed brighter, the air alive with possibility. "I'm so sorry," he stammered, handing her the last of her books. "Clumsy of me." She just smiled, shaking her head. "No worries," she said, her voice like a gentle melody. "I'm always dropping things." And just like that, they were talking, sharing a booth and a plate of fries, the outside world fading away. He learned her name was Lily. She was studying art, loved old movies, and had a laugh that could light up a room. He found himself drawn to her warmth, her energy, her zest for life. For the first time in a long time, he felt alive. Their relationship unfolded quickly, a whirlwind of late-night talks, shared dreams, and stolen kisses. Lily was like a burst of sunshine in his life, chasing away the shadows that had haunted him for so long. He was completely, utterly smitten. But love, he soon discovered, was an expensive business. Lily deserved the best, he thought. Fancy dinners, sparkling jewelry, trips to exotic destinations, things he couldn't afford on his meager salary. He wanted to shower her with gifts, to see her eyes light up with delight. He wanted to give her the world. Desperation gnawed at him. Then came the idea, whispered in the darkness like a devil's promise. It started small, a local convenience store, a quick in-and-out job, the risk, the adrenaline, it was intoxicating, and the money opened up a world of possibilities. Suddenly he could give Lily the things she deserved. He saw the surprise in her eyes, the delight when he presented her with a diamond pendant, a string of pearls. "Where did you get this?" she'd ask, her eyes wide with wonder. He'd just smile, weaving a tale of a lucky break, a work bonus. He knew it was wrong, but seeing her happy, it was an addiction. The stakes escalated. Bigger banks, higher risks, the thrill of the heist, the fear of getting caught. It became a dangerous dance. He lived for the moments he could shower Lily with extravagant gifts, watching the joy light up her face. But it was a facade, a house of cards built on a foundation of lies. The guilt gnawed at him. The fear of being caught, of Lily discovering the truth, was a constant shadow. He became a stranger to himself, haunted by his double life. And then it happened. The police, the sirens wailing in the night. He knew it was over. He managed to escape, disappearing into the labyrinthine streets, the echo of Lily's laughter a bitter memory. He had lost everything. The girl, the life they built, his soul. He was alone again, this time by his own doing. The emptiness was more profound, the silence deafening. The only sound now was the hollow echo of his shattered heart.